All right. Hi, everyone. So today we're going to learn about pies. And I know that might seem like a silly thing to be learning about in school, but I think you're going to find out some pretty interesting concepts today. So we're going to start by watching a video that Miss Sadler, me, your teacher, made. And I just want to know your thoughts afterwards, after we finished watching it. All right. I'm going to share my screen. All right, can y'all see the PowerPoint? Yep.
Yes.
Oh, hey class, it's Miss Sadler. I've been home all morning baking pies to bring in for y'all to enjoy this week. For each group in the class, there's going to be 3 different flavor pies to choose from. There's going to be 1 pumpkin pie, 1 apple pie, and 1 chocolate pie per group at each table. The problem is I was sitting here and I just pulled this pie out of the oven, all nice and done. And I realized I don't have anything in my kitchen to slice it. So I think I'm just gonna have to bring these pies to school, and I'm hoping y'all can help me figure out the best way to slice these pies once we get the materials from the school kitchen. Do you think that's something you can help me with? All right, let's try after this video ends and we'll see how it goes. All right, so in your group of 2, I'm going to give y'all 3 different pies. I think it's a pumpkin, apple, and chocolate pie. But first, I do have a few questions. What is the main problem I need your help to solve based on that video?
Trying to distribute the pies equally between 2 of us.
Yeah, exactly. So if you are going to divide these pies into slices for everyone in your group of 2, what are important factors to consider?
How many pieces each one of us will get?
Yeah, true. And like you said earlier, how it should be equal, right? Have you ever had a similar problem to this in your real life or in school before, maybe in 2nd grade? I know y'all worked with dividing into halves and thirds and all of that stuff.
With pizza at a birthday party.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
So I'm going to go ahead and share this Jamboard link, and then I will guide y'all through that. So I'll put this in the chat. You can go ahead and access it. All right. So on this Jamboard, you see the 3 pies. And since we are virtual in this experience, just go ahead and follow the Jamboard link, which we did, and you are going to slice the pies using the marker tool on the Jamboard. So that's going to be your virtual knife to slice the pies. So go ahead and work on these 3 pies in a way that you think you could slice them between the 2 of y'all. I'll also share my screen just so we can all see it.
Do we have to share all the 3 pies? Or can we just pick what we like and then the other one we can just share half of it?
That's a great question. So right now, I think we just need to divide it equally among your group members. So whatever you think is the best way to do that. which it looks like for the pumpkin pie, you divided it into 2 equal slices. So do you think that's pretty equal for your group?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. I agree. Good job. Awesome. So yeah, those look great. So thank you all so much for helping me slice those pies quickly. Unfortunately, I do have some bad news, and I spoke to the principal while you guys were problem solving, and she's only allowing each student to have 2 slices of pie instead of 3. So each of your group members, between the 2 of y'all, will have to choose which 2 flavors you prefer to have. Once you decide, if you could show me on the Jamboard which pie slices will be eaten from your group, that would be very helpful. It's up to you to determine how you want to show this to me. You can draw it on the Jamboard, you can write it on the Jamboard, whatever works, but you have to choose 2 flavors for yourself and discuss with your partner how you're going to show it on the 3 pies.
So we divided the pies into halves.
Mm-hmm.
We are supposed to share them?
Yeah, so based on this division of the 3 pies right now, each of you will be getting 3 slices. You'll each get 1 pumpkin, 1 chocolate, and 1 apple, right?
Mhm.
But it turns out the principal says you can only have 2 slices. So now each of you have to choose your favorite 2 and which ones those are going to be.
Okay.
I like chocolate.
There we go. So we have 1 slice of chocolate that's spoken for.
I like chocolate too.
Okay. 2 slices of chocolate.
And 1 slice of an apple.
Great. Jory, what's your second slice going to be?
Think I'm gonna go with apple.
Okay, so 2 slices of apple and 2 slices of chocolate. Great job, y'all. That's super helpful to me. So now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to ask y'all just what was the number of slices you decided to divide your pies into in the first step? And how did you decide how many slices you were going to divide it into?
Since we were 2 of us, we thought we can divide the pies into equal halves.
Right. So since there were 2 people and to get equal slices, you would just divide it into 2 equal halves, right?
Mhm.
That's not the right marker I need. Here we go. Oh, that is not great either. Don't pay attention to Miss Brittany right now. There we go. All right, so 2 slices. So in this case, because there were only 2 people in your group, you only divided it into 2 equal halves. What about if there were 6 people in your group? How would you divide it equally?
Divide the pie into 6 parts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And look at Jory go. She's got it.
In my mind, I had it.
You got 4, because it's virtual, it doesn't have to be perfectly equal. So maybe, yeah, so we'll do 6 equal slices. We'll just say that. That's how we divided it. Awesome. So when a whole, so the whole shape of the circle, the whole shape of the pie is divided into equally sized pieces like you did with the 2 pieces and then the 6 pieces, these are called unit fractions. So they're units of a whole. And in a fraction, the denominator is the number on the bottom of a fraction. So what do you think the denominator means? So in this case, the denominator would be the number of unit fractions you divided it into. So it would be 1, 2, right? So
Mhm.
that there, because that's the number of unit fractions there are. And then for a group of 6, what do you think it would be if we divided it into 6 pieces?
6.
Yep, exactly. Awesome. And then if you remember, I told you that instead of 3 slices for the 2 of y'all, you only got to pick 2. So keeping this in mind, we're going to go to this slide. And because you divided it like each pie in half, there we go. We're going to go ahead and do that on these. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we talked about how the denominator are the number of equal unit fractions it's divided into, a whole is divided into. So we'll put 2, 2, and 2. Now, I asked you to let me know how many slices total were going to be eaten by you if you each got 2 slices. Do you remember how many slices were eaten from these 3 pies? So
2
how,
on each pie.
So how many were eaten from the chocolate pie?
The whole pie.
Yeah, so 2 were eaten. So we'll shade in 2 slices because you each had one. And then 2 were eaten from the apple pie too, right?
Yes.
So if the denominator represents how many slices it was initially divided into, how many unit fractions, what do you think the numerator, the number on top, would represent here? So we just shaded in all of the slices that were what?
2.
Yeah, so we shaded in 2 slices so that the whole pie was eaten. So the numerator would turn out to be the number of slices eaten. So it would be 2 over 2. And if you remember from 2nd grade, that number makes 1 whole. All right, great job, guys.